welcome to day 2 of CACTIMANIA.
Yeah, baby, is here. Our players are ready to go. The top 8 guys are sat down. Everyone is hyped. The mat is out on the side. We've just taken a photo of our players in front of the mat, finding out who's going to be belling it out to take home the championship belt.
Exactly that. Well, hopefully it stays in Cardiff. I'm still hoping, because I don't want it going anywhere. But just in case someone does win it, they are also going to get a stack of prizes, including a ticket to Winter Cup, whenever that may be.
Absolute chef's kiss. So yeah, and for those of you that missed out yesterday, so on our top 8 we've got Sam Griffiths, James McNulty, James Kiddie, Paul McAvoy, Sam Beasley, Gareth London, Steve Dolman, and finally Sam Frost from Slice and Dice.
Well done for remembering all of those off the top of your head.
Well, I've just spoken to all of them, but I was like, eyeball each and every one of them.
Yeah. So, couple of fans already in the chats. People calling for Sam. I'm guessing possibly Frost, based on the names, and also someone I won't mention Daz, but directly. Clearly it's not coming up to
Well, Let's Go Sam is a very fitting opening comment for the stream, because the opening game is going to be a Sam off. It's going to be Sam Griffiths as our highest ranked player from yesterday on Chaos, playing against Sam Frost from Slice and Dice on Mono Water.
Yeah, this should be a doozy. To be honest, after what we saw yesterday with actually Sam Frost against Alex with a very similar deck, could go to time and I'm really not sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, the other matchups that are going down. So I believe Sam Beasley is playing off against local boy Paul McAvoy. Gareth London is playing off against local boy James Kiddie. And then finally Steve Dolman is playing off against James McNulty. So yeah, loads of goodness to come.
Well, with that said, I think we're probably just, well, I'm assuming the timer has started.
The timer started, so yeah, the players have got 5 minutes to check each other's deck lists. So they are currently doing that as we speak.
Yeah, so let's flip on over, I guess, to the table, just so we don't miss it.
Yeah, so the players are allowed to, so obviously they have 5 minutes to shuffle and look at each other's deck lists. However, if the players are happy with the deck list check before the 5 minutes is up, they are allowed to start their game. But yeah, so interesting one. So let's see how this plays out. So obviously Sam going to time against, so Sam Frost going to time against this Chaos deck day 1 yesterday.
But again, yesterday he did say to me afterwards that he wasn't sure for about half of the game that he was actually against Chaos because of the way Alex played it. So
yeah, and Sam Griffiths is on almost an identical list, this sort of a slower play Chaos deck.
But this time you get to see the list though, so let's be honest.
Yeah,
he knows it's coming.
Definitely. And so yeah, this is a deck actually, so we would have seen, if any of you early birds tuned in to the world stream. So yeah, Chaos in the final, KP from America piloting that deck to great effect, but unfortunately not quite getting the win. So yeah, massive congratulations to Hara from Japan, who walked away.
Champ.
Yeah, I know.
No longer Mr. Cool.
I know, it feels weird to say that out loud. Yeah.
Again, I do feel like I have to refer back to Winter Cup last year where he was like, hey, take the chance to beat me. This is your opportunity. And someone
definitely did. And Hara did just that, beating him in the semi-final and going on to take the whole event. And yeah, shout out to him as well, because he was dropped into the lower bracket and won 3 games on the trot coming up from the lower bracket against KP to take the title with a really cool Fire Water Monsters deck.
I'm so glad someone got to get that going, because that was the first thing I thought when I saw those cards coming out.
So good, so good. Yeah, I watched some of the stream back this morning. I was having my breakfast and it's really good. I'm just going to go over and just adjust the mat slightly before we get our players going.
Meantime, though, you'll be stuck with my sultry tones, and we are in for a doozy. Again, hour and 15 at 3 round, 5 minutes for deck checks, and just making sure no too far that way. Yeah, we're good. That's fine, that'll do. Just a little bit on the squiff with our mats there. Someone will begin a banning if they move my mats. That's all I'm going to say. In the meantime, we have been handling the split. If we're honest, this feels like round 1 of day 1, so we already know what's happening.
Yeah, well, yeah, round 2 I think it was, but yeah, I've adjusted the mats and it's still a little bit off centre, but
that's fine.
It's good enough.
It's better.
Yeah, so looks like Sam Frost is on the play. So yeah, Sam Griffiths obviously getting to choose to go first or second, and opted to go second, which we often do see with these Chaos lists. Just more cards in hand, more scope to play hasters like Roche or Warping and Estinian.
So Sam going for the Lena really early off the Sarah. Is this because we're expecting to discard a lot from the Chaos, do you think?
Yeah, I think I think he knows this is not a backup game. Haven't played it out in round 2 yesterday. So he knows this is really a backup game.
Go for it. No.
So going for the Lhasa. So imagine, do we search the Chaos now? So getting the Chaos fodder. So yeah, getting things locked and ready to go.
We did see that Earthwind used to big effect in the same game yesterday against Sam.
Yeah, definitely. And then Sam going for a cut and then passing back over. So yeah. Looks like Foster's got the realm, so I'd be imagine we'll see that coming down now. Interesting that he's got the siren as well. I don't know how useful the siren is in this matchup. I guess it helps against the lightning that we already see in Sam Griffiths' break zone. But obviously the chaos that's come down is a non-targeting effect.
Yeah, and do you know what? It's really weird. I've just noticed about Sam's Frost list. It's actually only 2 Witch of the Fence.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So maybe he's dropped one of those to try and fit in that siren. And I'm not sure I agree with him, but he made it to a top 10. So
I mean, I think he's definitely right. He's lining up a realm play, which I think is definitely right. You basically realm, you've got the Witch of the Fens. You just build up as many monsters as you can. So yeah, going for the realm.
It's going to be devastating if he hits some ashes on the X though, and then basically do nothing.
Yeah, but he's also got the Witch of the Fens in hand. So I think I would have been inclined to keep the blue worm in hand and maybe get rid of the siren. I don't know how useful it is, as I said earlier, but you know, maybe I'll be proven wrong on stream. But yeah, definitely the right call, getting double draw off the realm, so it's going to put us back up to 5 cards in hand. And also means that if we do get chaos, we don't mind this realm dying, and we've got enough cards in hand that we can make sure that we look after that Witch of the Fens. Although I think one of the cards he did draw was a Lev 6, so yeah, probably a little upset that he's taken that out of the deck. Very potent card against the Chaos matchup.
Although, to be honest though, having it in hand as a way of hand casting isn't necessarily a bad thing. As we know, it can do wonders against Chaos. So. And here we go, first S effect of the day. So, that's mill 10.
So, okay, hits the Raijin. Okay, so...
Will we do it off the top? No.
So,
that's the wrong chaos.
That is Feral Chaos.
Feral.
Utter Pandemonium, what a job title.
That's the one I meant.
And so we're going to see the monsters get removed here, which is the correct thing to do because you want to save the chaoses for that Earth Chaos. So Sam's actually, getting ready to remove them. So it looks like we're taking the Gal. So there's the 5 chaos things getting removed. So realm goes, and then Sam's going to discard 2 cards.
Hitting a Gal on the damage, probably pretty good to be honest. Going with a discard on this Lev 6. As much as we don't see it hard cast usually, I feel like it might be good against this deck, but so the Raja will have haste, I believe.
Yeah. So Sam just thinking about what he does now. Looks like he's got Fujin in hand, so I wonder if he's got a lightning card thinking if he just plays it for 9. So first attack going in, hits a Witch of the Fence. Wow.
That's 1 of 2 gone now.
Wow, that is huge because Sam now knows that Sam Frost is only on 1 Witch of the Fence. Obviously, this is public information, these deck lists, so he knows he's at just a single copy of Witch of the Fence left. Now, we know that Sam Frost has that in his hand.
Yeah, exactly that. So, not sure, not really going to be helpful, I don't think.
No, it would have been nice to hit that on the damage, though.
Too early to pull the trigger on Witch of the Fence right now as well.
I quite like Gordon here.
Draw 2 discard one, perhaps? No?
I quite like Gordon because you got the Lena in hand. I quite like Gordon just to try and speed up filling up your break zone.
Yeah, well, we are going to go with Witch of the Fence though. Just to draw 1 and immediately crack the Akalu to snipe out the Raijin. Again, though, you got to think other than the 6-drop level, which we know 1 is gone already. That's our only way of procuring the witches. So surprised that we played it this early with such few monsters on board.
Yeah, absolutely. So what? See what we still got in hand. Looks like we've got a Cancel Lev as one of the cards, Marweb, and also a Lena. We saw him about right at the start of the game.
Oh, it looks like we're playing chicken with Sam Frost right now.
Yeah, it's a dangerous game, but you got to be really careful how much damage you take with against the Chaos list, because I do think you probably still take this one and just see what happens.
This could be a play, though. Let's be honest. If we're Sam, do we possibly have another Chaos in hand to just do it? But
Thornton, okay, that's
good.
a nice.
Was it, we say around here, never punished?
Absolutely not. So, yeah, Sam Frost, very grateful that he's taken the damage here.
Well, if I'm honest, I'd be going after a Realm here, I think. Trying to
Yeah.
figure out which of the Fens.
100% agree with you, Fish. 100%. Realm seems really powerful right about now. Locking some more bullets in the chamber.
And again, is this only running 2 Realms? And we know one's already gone, so probably now or never, I think.
There it is. Yeah, and that's exactly what he's grabbing. So yeah, great call, Fish, on that one. How are we going to follow this up then? Looks like we're going to pitch. We're going to LB Cloud.
Or are we going to?
Yeah.
Okay, LB Cloud. I wasn't quite sure if perhaps we might have seen a Gilgamesh there just to remove that 9-drop Lev out of.
I think if you're Sam Frost, you have to cancel Lev now. It's going to cost you a lot.
Oh. Wow. Again, though, this is only game 1 of 3. Actually, what I will do for you guys at home is I will add brackets after the thing so we know what each one is on.
Yeah, I mean, knowing that this was our last copy of Witch of the Fens, I guess I would have been inclined to maybe try and keep hold of that Witch of the Fens, but
I think again playing it that early with just 2 monsters on the field, feels a bit terrible for us. But
I think knowing that we had the Realm to come as well, I would have been a bit more protective of this Witch of the Fens.
Well, again, I suppose that's hindsight, right? Because we didn't know that we were going to hit that Thornton.
No, but we hit the Thornton first, and then the Cloud came down.
Sure, yeah, okay, yeah, fair point.
So, having a think now on whether to do anything else this turn. I think we've got 3 cards in hand, back up open. We're in our main phase 2 at this stage. So I'd be surprised if we did anything else.
Yeah, keep a little bit of hand strength. We've done enough here. We've dealt with 2 copies of Witch of the Fens. We're probably all right if we're sat here with Sam. Sam G. I suppose I should actually, since they're both named Sam, tell you which one's which.
So yeah, Sam Frost is going in on this. Lena now, so he's now just in turbo. How quickly can I get cards into my break zone? So Lena's going to come down. Realm's going to come down. I imagine grab another blue worm, maybe a Sahagin Chief. Yeah, Sahagin Chief instead. Getting things set up.
Well, that's it. I mean, in theory, we can just be using that to bounce our realms, give us a couple of little triggers with that.
I think it's more. It's setting. We're setting up for Lena Leviathan.
Again, this is the first 4-drop chaos we've seen of Sam Griffiths, so
Sahagin Chief is going to see the Abkalu come in, and so he's going to gain a counter.
We drew the go off of that, I believe.
Yeah. It's a little bit clunky. We could, in theory, play another Abkalu, and then draw a card, and then play again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yeah. So I think we're probably. I think he's actually thinking about doing it now. So he's going to discard 2. He's going to play Lena, and now we're going to Lena Leviathan.
So does Sam Griffiths have an answer? I don't think he does. Best look at his list here. Because it's just Odins and Summer, so no like Hamats.
Yeah. So here we go.
Again,
moving 12.
Pretty much just the first chaos that we've seen, so I don't know if this is really going to hurt Sam or
And I'm assuming you bounce the Cloud, probably leave the Larsa, and then 9k power reduction on the Chaos. So you don't really want Sam playing a new Larsa and being able to search for more stuff.
Yeah, bouncing it. Oh, yeah.
So he is bouncing the Larsa.
Wow.
Yeah, and then that Chaos is super dead.
I mean, okay. I think, again, Sam Griffiths is probably like, yeah, sure.
So I'm now thinking, so nothing can attack this turn except a blue worm, so we're probably going to see a pass of the turn.
Yeah,
The deck.
I don't think we want to give up that ammunition just away.
I mean, the deck is running 9 cost Odins as well, so if I'm Sam Frost, I'm probably leaning into checking my opponent's break zone, see how many 9 CP Odins have gone.
I think we saw one as the very first card flipped off of the Chaos X effect. So, I mean, if we didn't see cards on Sam Frost's side of the board, it looked like we got a brand new game on our hands. But what do we do for Sam Griffiths?
So, yeah, thinking we've got a handful of cards to play with. We know we've got the Larsa in hand. Do you need to be careful with the Sahagin Chief online? You know, if you try and sort of play anything proactive, Sam can just maybe like bounce the realm.
Yeah.
Even if you try and play an LB card, Sam can even just bounce the LB card that you try and play.
And even bouncing Realm and Lena at this point, using the Lena for additional CP, beats you potentially kill 2 things here. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta like Sam Frost's position right about now. However, we do know how powerful this Chaos deck can be. So, Sam Griffiths definitely still in with a shot here.
Yeah, it does feel like he's weathered that initial storm. Again, probably because we didn't hit the Fusion off of the first sort of flip.
Yeah, I was a bit worried for Sam Frost when we saw this, both which defends go. Particularly one that went to damage, so removed from game. But I thought I'm doing a lot of heavy lifting on that EX burst. Okay, going for a Cleo. Trying to offer himself some protection. You can probably afford to take a few licks here if you're Sam Griffiths, and so he's going to pass.
Again, we're giving up that damage. There's going to be less cards in deck.
Yeah, there is a chance that Sam Griffiths can back attack in, but hand trap in the Earth Lightning. So we do need to be wary of that when we are attacking with our forwards.
Exactly, that looks like 3.
Especially with our summons being turned off by Cleo.
Well, yeah, he is on 3 and 3 for lightnings as well. Just like Alex was yesterday. So.
Both versions of that card very potent in this list. That Earth one of the new toys it got, very strong. More than anything as well, just making it even easier to play the other lightning from your break zone.
It was one of the only legends of the set, I would say, that I was actually kind of intrigued by. And I will say, during pre-release, it did a lot of work for me. So.
Yeah, definitely. Let's just get that Water Lightning card up as well, because it's worth noticing that card, because this has been a real big... what people think of the Raijin and the Fujin when they think of this. Wow, okay, we're just going to get a Siren and pass. So Sam Frost really reluctant to do too much against this Chaos deck. Just building a board ever so slowly. I'm surprised that we ditched a 9 Lev. I guess you've still got a copy of Lena to go, but I would have been inclined to keep it just in case. You don't need to do too much.
I think that the problem is that because it costs 9 and we haven't really had a backup game here, casting it feels even worse. I mean, that would be a whole hand situation.
It does, but if you're removing most of Sam Griffiths' board when he also, is not really running many backups, you don't feel too bad.
We have taking a
Weird stalemate position here where both players just doing very little, just passing between the two. At some point, something's got to give. We've seen the one S effect from Sam, so he's 10 cards deeper, but at the same token, Sam Frost has probably searched and dug in more with the realm, so I wouldn't be surprised to find out that Sam Frost is actually behind on deck at the present. So,
again, dropping another 6 left there as well as in order to try and start building the backups.
yeah, I think realm comes in now. I think this is wise. At some point we've got to. Then we hit a chaos. And then pass turn. Yeah, I think this is wise. You can start to poke. You do need to at some point take some initiative in this game.
Well, that's it. Because in theory, had we done this over the last couple of turns and just poked with realm, perhaps we could have potentially have had Sam staring out lethal this time.
Yeah, and also it's not just that as well. It's also a case of the more damage you can give, the more cards you can get out of Sam Griffiths' deck, the less chance he has of being able to kill you out of nowhere with a bunch of Chaos S effects.
Yeah, exactly.
So although Sam Frost having the lion's share of board state, this game's still very much in the balance.
It does feel like, again, after what we saw of the Alex Frost game yesterday, feels like it was just very much similar to this. But I think Alex had the better of it in comparison to what Sam has here.
Sure. For sure. Obviously, that game going to time. These players do have more time for this. They have an hour and 10 to complete their best of 3.
So for the folks at home, what happens if we have no decider after 3?
So it depends. So they then they play out. So if they're in game 2, they play out for a decider, and if the person who lost game 1 wins game 2, then they go to a sudden death sort of style playoff game. I'm gonna have to properly look into it because I do have the rules in front of me. So here we go. Let's talk it through. So I've got the table for us as is. Yeah, it's definitely worth noting. So let's see if we can.
While you quickly check, I'll just refer to chat. Berserk, yeah, I agree with you. He's definitely got an interesting deck here. Interesting way of playing on the board, but only 2 Witch of the Fens is, I think, a little bit dangerous. I think that's kind of the linchpin of the deck, personally. Seems to be doing alright. In the meantime, a new blue worm added to the collection. Digging a little bit deeper. Sam G playing that new Tomberry LB card as well, which is quite nice. Let's get that one in. So, another Chaos hit to damage. This time it's the open. Just feels like this is getting even more insurmountable for Sam Griffiths again.
So here we go. So if they're down to this last match, so single elimination, so it's tied at 1-1 in their 3rd game, and the winner has not been determined when time runs out, the winner is determined by sudden death. If one game has been completed, the player who has dealt the most damage at the end of the additional 3 turns is the winner. At this point, if they are still tied, the game continues, and the player who's first to deal the next damage is the winner. Now, if 2 games have been completed and the score is 1-1 or 0-0, the player who dealt the most damage at the end of the 3 additional turns, as it was the case, as we just mentioned, is the winner. Now, if the score is 1 win and no loss, so 1-0, and the second game will be extended for additional 3 turns. If the winner is not determined within those turns, then the player with 1 win will be deemed the winner. If the score becomes 1-1 in the 3 turns, making it proceed to a game 3, this will be paid in sudden death, with the first person to take a point of damage losing the match, and the opposing player declared the winner. So you've got to favour the Chaos deck in that position.
Absolutely, just by damage alone, I think. Berserk, just so you know, it is an hour and 15 for each round, but that is with 5 minutes for deck list checking at the beginning. But again, both players can agree to start as soon as they feel comfortable within that first 5 minutes as well. So, yeah, we are. Well, let's have a quick check. I think
plenty of time.
A better position. Oh, nope, there is it.
So yeah, so it looks like we've pulled the trigger on the Chaos.
Oh, bad news there for our Cactuars. James Kiddy out against Knights in the first round already.
Wow.
And we are down to the 50-minute mark.
Wow, 20 minutes gone of the round and he's already lost the best of 3. Yikes.
That's Knights for you.
Knights is, very potent. So James obviously not seeing the answers that he wanted.
It was a tough matchup for him. He was on obviously a sort of mono ice dominant type conflict.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Yeah, you kind of need to see if Fritz climbs at the right time at the early stage of the game. So,
but he did lose to one of the Bajan bots. So
hey, so great to see them advancing. And yeah, Knights, we did see Knights put in a good shift on the weekend, over the weekend at Worlds. A lot of the Japanese players on Knights list. So looks like we're going to see a Gao come down. So this is going to deal with this chaos.
Woof.
Sending it to bottom of deck.
Again, they'll put more cows in Sam Griffiths' deck. Not something you necessarily want to do. But here we go.
That being said, though, this Gao can sort of turn on an Abkali.
Boom! Out of nowhere comes the lightning.
So, do we see a Sahagin Chief here in response? Yeah, so Cleon's going to go off, so that's going to get cancelled. Sam will draw a card. We've still got a window in which we could Sahagin Chief to protect this Lena.
No, we're going to allow it though. Lena is removed from the game. Wow. I'm surprised by that, to be honest.
And then because there was a bounce to hand, because the lightning goes back to hand,
the
9 CP Lev will kill the Tombury.
Yeah. Here, Cactuars, Sam Griffiths. Siren going in there.
Yeah.
Do we do it again?
Well, you got to call his bluff and just see. He's going to try and do it again.
I'm surprised we're not holding this for the 9 CP lead for, to be honest. But yeah, I'm going to try it. It isn't choosing either, so.
Yeah, Siren not doing anything. So I guess it's a case of at what point do we Sahagin Chief and just nip this in the bud right about now?
Well, that's it, because in theory we could, Sahagin Chief on the stack, bounce your own things, kill the lightning.
Exactly. So bounce probably your Gao. You target your Gao, and before you get a chance to declare box, you target the Gao, and is it up to 2 or does it have to be 2?
I believe it's up to 2, yeah.
So you could target just the Gao. Okay, no, so we've made blue armor forward. And we've bounced the blue one and the Siren. Okay. Do we Gao the Abkali and attack with the Abkali? So it looks like we've gone to main phase 2 and we're going to draw a card.
Again, though, I suppose that was a nice play from Sam Griffiths there to force out that Sahagin Chief. We needed that gone without it hanging over our heads.
So it looks like we've hit the Seafer, so we could see the Seafer come down and try and kill this 9 CP Leviathan, which would definitely put Sam Griffiths back in the driving seat, especially with that Sahagin Chief gone. But no, we're just going to get a pass of the turn. I'm going to whack it.
I think this is a great play by Sam.
Yeah.
We've sort of again stopped the bleeding ever so slightly.
Yeah, surely you take the Lena.
And now we've got time to play these backups, make our Ashes live. So I don't think there was quite enough there. I could be wrong.
No, don't overextend yourself here, Sam. I think he was thinking about maybe playing something, but he's got a Cooch in hand, so I definitely think it was wise to keep the Cooch lane. Oof. Okay, so no, he is going to go for that Siren, and then we're going to pass the turn again. Okay, so yeah, we have got a level 4 CP Chaos.
Again, though, it doesn't feel like it might do the job here.
So we're going to play the Seafer.
That might do the job. Though.
See, this is why I didn't really like the Siren play. Because this is why I didn't really like the Cypher play, because the Siren play, because you've lost your Cooch without and now you have to discard Lena from hand to do Cooch lane.
I think off of the top sort of 2 mills there from both the Raijin and Fujin, the other 2 Earth Lightnings went for Sam Griffiths.
Really?
Yeah. Only 3 hands left in deck as well. Wow. He needs to really apply some pressure now.
And what have we drawn? Is that a Tros?
It looks like it. Yes.
I don't think he's doing too much. Do you Tidus here?
It's not enough. He would have to
1,
turn
2,
his blue
3,
worms
4,
into
5,
forwards.
6. Yeah.
Which is probably fine because then you can just attack with it anyway. But sadly, turning off of the abilities of the Raijin earlier stopped a lot of attacks coming through, including that Cypher attack, which would have been pretty much needed for Sam Griffiths.
Yeah, I think, and I'm actually thinking as well, I think he needs to make the blue armor forward before he plays the Tidus.
Yes.
He can't respond to the
so.
Tidus coming in, making it forward and then do.
So that's it. You've got to commit to it. That's it. But Frost, though, on many more cards in deck, even though he's been in it a lot and drawn a lot from the monsters, but you've got to think at this point a lot of gas still in there.
The other option is, do you just Luna Freya here?
It's a tough one. No, I think we're going for it.
So we're going.
Oh.
Yeah,
I think he's realised.
Yeah, so he's going to make blue armor forward first.
He has to.
Yeah.
There we go. Now, can we kill... Does killing something on the stack here help? If we could? Because I think
Let's get the Tidus up.
Because I'm not sure if it checks at both beginning and resolution. When it's the field... I mean... To me it reads... It checks on entry only.
Yeah. So I think you probably do the one that's buffing by 2k. You probably send... send that one to the bottom. I mean, they both buff by 2k, but probably the one that's doing first strike, you send to the bottom. And choosing not to put the Reeve on top.
No.
And then you're just going to draw 2.
True and Ash, which could kill the Raijin, I believe. Maybe not.
No, it's still 7k, so there are 7k and a 9k. If you're Sam Griffiths here, you probably just... if you're Sam Frost here, you probably just pass.
Did he? He definitely drew the 2 as well, right?
Yeah, he did. So he drew Ash and 9 CP left.
Okay, that's the end of the round.
Don't have a red.
Yeah, I do think you just pass him. Sam is getting close to milling out because Sam is at 4. I think now that the Forging has gone back into the deck, you're at 4 cards in deck, so Sam will draw 2. So it means on Sam Frost next turn, just needs to do 1 point of damage, and that's it.
He's thinking about it. He's thinking 9 CP left once. Again, though, it feels like we might as well attack with the blue one to protect the 9 CP. Well, it's going to die at end of turn anyway, right?
Oh yeah, the blue one that was turned into a forward.
Yeah.
It's the one on the top bit of the screen, so on the left-hand side of the Tidus.
Yes. Would stacking the Gal on top stop the break effect?
No, because it still has the line of text put in
Sure.
at the end of it. So it looks like we're going to turn Abkalu into forward and attack with Abkalu. So Sam is...
4 exactly left.
So he has to block.
I mean, we could let this go.
So it looks like Sam is doing something. He's...
No, we are going to block with a Cypher. The Cypher is, I believe, bigger because of the Raijin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's 9k. That Abkalu only being 8k.
We do need to make sure if Frost does end this turn.
Yeah, I'm ready, don't worry. I'm ready to pass over. I'm going to go get rid of that blue one.
And Jack goes off here because he had to make that a forward in order for the team trigger to happen. So it does need to die at end of turn. There we go. Good catch there by all of us, including me in my very tired state. Again, though,
So, yeah, I didn't see what he drew.
No, me neither. And to be honest, I don't think it hugely matters.
Okay, so that's 3 cards. So
He gets one more turn out of this. But again, we can't even apply any additional sort of pressure here. The Cypher should get an attack trigger, though, right?
Yes, but we do have. We could. There's a world in which we might be able to cancel it with the siren. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Get Physical is saying that if he had just attacked, it'd probably be all over. Again, I feel like if we'd have just gone in with the blue worm first as well, we could have at least gotten another point in there. Full grip. Sam Griffiths with a full grip, but doesn't.
The problem is that if we had attacked with everything, there was a world in which we could have died on the next turn. Because if Sam has a way of playing a Fujin and a Lightning, that's 4 attackers. And Sam Frost is at damage 4, so at damage 3. So, yeah.
You got to think as well, based on the few cards that's left in Sam Frost's deck, that Siren actually might now be quite a game changer.
Mm. We know there's one Fujin left, is at the bottom of the deck. So we know that if Sam had just taken a few points of damage, he would have, he could have taken a few points of damage and he then would have drawn the Fujin as the last card.
Okay, so
would it be Tiger?
I think the Siren is the target here. Probably the right choice because you want it removed. It's almost like trying to take out a 5 CP Cecil, right?
Mm.
So it was your first put.
So Siren effect, so...
It would have been 6 CP left. Oh, good God.
Oh, wow. So we now have a 9 CP attacker coming in.
Yeah. But it looks like Sam Griffiths has a plan.
So it looks like we're probably going to see the...
No, he's going to let the block happen first. I think he was going to possibly play the Lightning there to dull the blocker, but I don't think...
Probably then it does a blocker and draws a card. That's the issue with this Lightning, is you will draw a card, and so it means that you can't afford to take any damage.
Unless you go left there, so 3 left in Sam Frost, so 5, wow.
So I wonder if he's thinking, how many Siren things can I target?
Yeah. Could you mill him out by that? That would be an excellent play.
Because the Siren, is it a compulsory? Do you have to?
I believe so, yeah.
Let's get this card out, because it's not a card that you see too often.
Finally spell.
It is a May, so you may put the top card.
I thought it was compulsory. Maybe Sam Griffiths was thinking that he would stop doing it based on what he had left. No,
so I was going to skip. Okay, cool. So Sam Frost takes it. So wow, absolute nail biter there. I think Sam Griffiths just trying to work out if he had any outs, how many times could he trigger the Siren, but then I think, and maybe he also realised that the Siren is a May, so he doesn't necessarily have to trigger it. So, very well played by Sam Frost. So, he obviously has come comfortable against this Chaos matchup. We've now seen him go against it twice. How do you think Sam Griffiths approaches this next game?
I think kind of similar, to be honest. Probably, again, make sure we secure that early Leno into hand. And again, though, I think maybe hold off on discarding some of those 6 CP levs just to be safe. So we can potentially cycle our to defense that a little bit better.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I don't think he could have played it much better than he did.
No, definitely not. Two players right at the height of their powers with these decks. They've had a lot of reps in, 6 rounds yesterday. Definitely got a feel for the decks. These are 2 very popular decks in the meta right now, so they definitely would have played this matchup. Let's see what happens. So similar opening this time around for Sam Frost. So going for the Siren backup. I imagine we see him take the Lena again. Digging all the way through his deck.
Well, while they're searching, important question came in chat. What are you on for dinner today?
Well, the Rookers, what is Jagger going to eat? Yeah, I got a bit of a bad rep. I got called out by Dan Harbour and Sammy Nash on Thursday. Literally every time they caught me between rounds, I was like eating some different food.
I mean, yeah, yesterday you didn't eat all that much until you were like, oh, my lunchbox.
Yeah. I was just I was running around like a bit of a headless chicken, like between doing floor rulings and doing other things. So and then obviously coming back to stream and trying to like catch up with some of the streams. So yeah, my brother was on lunches today. So last night I built him a rares only deck for the rares side event because with my cards, while he built me a sandwich.
Nice.
So yeah, I got a delightful salami, cheese, and spinach sandwich for lunch.
You had me until you said spinach, and then you lost me.
Oh mate, Popeye, you get guns like these without eating my spinach.
If you call them guns, they're more like water pistols.
Mate, I'm the two-dimensional man. If I turn sideways, you can't see me.
And he's not lying, folks. I'm sat next to him, and he ain't even there.
So, similar opening for Sam Frost here. So he's gone for the Sarah into the realm. So yeah, Jono, your boy has won the first game. So yeah, very well played by Sam Frost. So obviously just tuning in now, you'd be proud of him. He did a great job, but the job is not done.
Yeah, taking that early damage off of the Rosa's attack again. But well, we're going wide with those realms are stacked building up those monsters.
Double draw.
It's almost a mirror entirely of that very first game.
Yeah. Hit Gal, which is nice. The Tross is also very nice. I'm keen to try and get this on board when possible. If you're Sam Griffiths, you're feeling pretty good about seeing one copy of 6 Lev go to Break Zone. So let's see what we've got for Sam Griffiths here. So having a look in Break Zone, so we've got an Abkali, that another blue worm, and a 6 Lev that's gone to damage. So yeah, so for those of you tuning in, catching up, the rest of the Top Cut games. So one of them is already over in 20 minutes.
Mr. James Kiddie falling with his mono ice icons list against a Bridgend local by the name of Gareth London playing Knights.
Yeah, so this list that saw a lot of popularity when Corilla was printed. So yeah, so mainly a fire water list with a splash of ice. So got the Deleters, the Laswells, the Charlottes, just to sort of go along to be played off the Corilla.
Just throwing it out there, damn that Ramsey.
Ramsey, yeah.
How is it when what came out? I got young Cax.
Yeah.
It's just not even.
But also you don't warp that Ramsey.
No, exactly.
You play 7 and play Gorilla
it's
and
ball.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm not bitter, I swear.
Yeah. And then the other Top Cut games we've got going on, we've got Steve Dolman going up against James McNulty. So Steve Dolman on a mono wind storm list, and James McNulty playing a Warriors list, Fire, Earth, Water.
Yeah, it was like a bit of a combo list there. It was pretty nice.
And finally, rounding off our Top Cut, we have local hero Paul McAvoy on Gigawall, playing off against another Bridgend lad, Sam Beasley, on Mono Water.
So, taking their time to set up, but here goes Sam with the Chaos.
And here comes the S. So let's see what we hit.
Again, though, I get that we want to maybe put some, sort of early.
Wow. 2 of that lightning going into damage. We saw how effective that going to break. We do hit the Raijin and the Fuji.
Wow, here we go. And again, this is going to make that Tross live, that we do need to be careful if we're going that aggro on this. So damage off of the S, and it's a Gordon. So not too impactful yet. No EX burst hit. I'm pretty happy to see that if you're Sam Griffiths.
So yeah, getting rid of the 5 things now. So 2 copies of Chaos and 3 monsters. So Sam Frost now just deciding what he wants to discard. So the realm obviously will be the likely target.
Yep. Lydonix, thank you for joining us. God, I'll get my words out of it.
Is that my boy Lyndon? Yeah. Lyndon, buddy. Great to have you with us in chat. Thanks for tuning in. Shame you couldn't be down here.
Another repping the Sam Frost.
Yeah, so that's 2 copies of Lev 6 and breaks up now. You're feeling pretty good if you're Sam Griffiths.
Yeah. Charge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, we have.
Okay, so we're going to Kucha Lane, so it's going to buy us a bit more time here. Trying to load up that break zone, getting, I think if we're Sam Frost, we're just digging for a 9 CP Leviathan.
Yeah, but we are going to swing in with the rush. Going to take it. It's the 6 CP on the oh, as if never punished.
Wow, having just said that we've seen 2 copies go to break zone, there is the 3rd copy right in the nick of time for Sam Frost.
Sam Griffiths must be ruining that one.
Yeah, you said it, chat.
Yeah,
Never punished.
If you're in chat, give me your best never punished, along with your best blue steel.
So, yeah, I mean, we definitely get rid of this chaos. Do we just grab a realm here? Do we get rid of chaos and grab realm?
I don't hate it. Yeah, load up more monsters, get us a Hack and Chief out perhaps. Considering how impactful that was in the last game.
I really like that, actually.
Because we can still get a draw off an Apkalu.
So it looks like we are going for a bounce. Okay. And then because of the bounce, we will draw with the Tross.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Get Physical called for there in the chat. Again, though.
Okay, we've hit the 9 lev. So I believe we still have Lena. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So can we get to the 9 lev here? There is a Marlboro, there is a Gal. You could discard the Marweb for the Gal. That would also get rid of the Raijin. And then you could tap, and that puts you at 10. And then you could tap, discard 9 lev to get Lena, puts you at 11. So you need to get up to 13.
I don't even think we need to rush it that badly. Don't forget, we do have a Tross attack trigger as well.
So we are going to do the Gal though. So yeah, this is nice.
They're going. Oh,
we're going to play Siren.
Again, that was impactful in that last game. So
we're running a bit of a risk here. We need to attack with the Tross now because we need to draw a card. Otherwise, the risk is if Sam Griffiths does a 4 CP Chaos turn, Sam Frost will have to discard 2 cards and we'll see that Lena go to break zone.
I'm not going to lie, if I'm Sam Griffiths here, I'm staring at that Gilgamesh in my LB deck. That's probably one after that 9 CP.
Yeah, 100%.
If he doesn't play the Lena now, it hits a Fujin off the top.
Yeah, no, Fish, that is a great call.
And he's got the CP for it, because again, we got the Roche back to hand.
Yeah, has Sam Frost dropped the ball a bit here? Not taking opportunity to play the Lena. I would have, he's got the cards in hand now. I would have played the Lena to protect my break, so maybe not thinking about that Gilgamesh, that LB Gilgamesh. It is a new card that's come out this set. So.
Yeah, and it has been pretty impactful for an LB card, I will say. Jim, thank you for joining us as well. Again, though, I don't know how to tell you this. There are 2 Sams currently fighting, so
yeah, go Sam.
Really sitting on that fence there.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I don't even think Sam Griffiths is considering this.
I think you've got
Gilgamesh.
to. You absolutely have to. I guess the issue is, and here we go. The issue is, to be fair, even if you had played the, even if you had played the Lena, you would just LB Cloud, and then LB kill the Lena, and then LB Gilgamesh and take the.
no, you're not having that.
The disdain on that throw there, it was like.
Love it. I love it.
Yeah, Smack Talk coming down.
And a Realm as well. Not bad choices, I don't think. Again, I don't know if Frosty is playing the Echidna here.
Yeah, so it looks like getting rid of a Cuchulain and a 9 lev.
Yeah, because he does have a 1 Echidna, so again, summon recursion is possible, but only as a 1. Well, Lyndon, I know you may have said that you hear voices and understand the big Lev, but that big Lev ain't sticking around, so...
absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, great play from Sam Griffiths there.
So the question is, could we also LB Cloud here just to try and deal with a Siren early?
The problem is if you flip and then Siren gets protected,
yeah, it feels
bad.
Doesn't it? Oh, that's a tough one. Gilgamesh, though, showing its worth already.
Yeah, still no Witch of the Fens yet for Sam Frost. So that is a consideration that eventually that card is going to come down, and we're sat at 3 monsters currently. So here comes the Cypher. So milling 2, we're going to grab a Fusion back, which I imagine we're going to play.
Yeah, because the Riser went to bottom, so we haven't seen that one again.
Yeah. And I completely agree with you, chat. Sam Griffiths definitely not out of this. He's in a far stronger position in this game than he was in the previous.
Oh, speaking of Raijin, he had one in hand. But on mill 2.
Mill 2.
More chaos is going the ones we don't care to see in hand either. Probably can't play the Raijin either though. The Fujin, sorry.
So we're going to attack with the Sifa, we're going to Siren, and then in response we do get the Siren effect. It's a Thordan, so it's going to cancel it.
Okay, so
now just deciding how we take damage, so it is a 9k.
I mean, I suppose you don't want to Trump block here at all, so...
So you're going to take some damage and hits a cancel there. Cactuars.
FF Cards 2021 saying 611 damage, big brain plays. Yeah, but the problem is that's the last copy. The other 2 are already in the break zone for this game, so
makes it all the more sweeter that he hit it. So
yeah, after the discard of the second, that's what's crazy.
So still no Witch of the Fens.
Okay, sorry, I can't remember how Connor did yesterday. I think it was 4 and 2.
Yeah, Connor finished 4 and 2. He was in the top 16, so there was some additional prize supports for the top 16 players, and Connor was one of them. So,
but sadly, missed top cut, as did Jenny.
Yeah, Jenny came Jacob's place, rolling in at 9.
Jacob was up there in the top 16 as well.
I believe our top 16 was. Jenny from our pros, we had Jenny, we had Alex Walker, we had Dan Harben, Jack Canavan, Finn was in there as well as James Duff from the YYT was represented, and a couple of other players who I cannot recall.
Ooh, so we have gone with Lena finally.
Oh, and we're going to go for Realm. I like this.
I don't hate it. I mean, again, we're going to go to sort of critical mass for the Realm.
I wonder if this could be a big brain play from Sam Frost here if he can get the cards. So Sammy Naj repping himself.
Oh yeah,
in chat.
Sorry, Sammy. It's because you should be here, mate, not watching the stream.
Yeah.
And
how can I forget Sammy Naj? 11th were you, Sammy?
I mean, no offense to Sammy, like he didn't know for main 2, so we kind of forgot.
Yeah. So Abkalu Sahagan Chief.
Yeah. So 1 counter on the Sahagan and a draw. I don't hate this. Again, we saw how critical that Sahagan Chief was.
And we're going to be at 5 monsters now, so we're going to get a trigger from Realm. It is a compulsory trigger, isn't it? So let's just get that Realm up. So if he doesn't do it, I do need to make sure I run over and choose a target with the Realm.
We do also have the potential Tross attack trigger, which we should definitely be focusing on if we're Frost.
Yeah, so I'd be inclined to maybe attack with a Frost and bounce the Raijin, because if Sam wants to replay it, he's going to have to mill more of his cards. He has to mill 2 when he replays it.
Yeah, exactly that. And
wow.
Leo draw
Just going to Leo draw. So Sam just trying to build a board.
He's got Witch of the Fens off of that.
So we've got to the Witch of the Fens. Obviously can't play it. And then I'm just going to run over because Realm trigger.
Yeah, definitely 5 there. 2 Arcali, 1 Blue Worm, and Sahagan Chief and Tross. So, so we did Cypher in the end.
Yeah, interesting going for the Cypher. Maybe it would have just gone for the... I mean, either way, Sam has to mill 2 when it enters, but the Raijin, you get to grab something back from the breaks. The Cypher get to grab something back from the break zone, whereas the Raijin, you don't.
Yeah, exactly that. So...
Did we draw off the Tross?
We did draw off the Tross, yeah. Again, though, I feel like Sam Frost could have been putting on a bit more pressure here. We had 3 attackers, and again, one of them being the Tross, so...
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the game state is like between the players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we are at 7 characters at present. So I wonder if we're then going to just maybe do a tedious turn and try and really turn the screw on Sam Griffiths.
Yeah, again, we saw how badly he was resetting the first one, losing both the backups and forwards he had on board when he played the 9 Lev. So, yeah, that could be pretty brutal. Again, just don't see how Sam Griffiths gets back.
So going for a Tombury, okay. Draw a card. Thins the deck even more. We have got 4 cards to play with.
Mono Worlds is such a strange one for me. You've got like 1 new card this set, and it's still super strong.
Yeah, definitely. I think I do agree. Mono Water, you do like the board state, but I can't believe I'm saying this with the Chaos deck. But I think Sam Griffiths may be ahead on deck, and I do think this is what it's going to come down to.
Yeah, potentially. The issue we got as well is I think we've only Chaos S effect once, so it's going to be an interesting one. Again, I would have loved to have seen Sam Griffiths on sort of putting Sam Frost on damage 5 here, but I just don't see if that's happening. If so, you could have thought Chaos might have been the way through. But
okay, we get a pass of the turn. So Sam Frost, this is your time. Now you can finally pull the trigger on the Witch of the Fens and just grab this game by the scruff of the neck.
Start shooting from the hip, baby.
And here it comes.
Yeah, Daz, I would fully agree. Monsters are super hard to interact with. Even with that sort of increase in monster removal we saw over the last couple of sets as well, but it's just still not enough. Oh, here goes the first shot. Takes away the Raijin.
And then I'd be inclined to attack with the Tross now and bounce the Gilgamesh.
Yeah, free easy kill, free draw as well.
Okay, we're going to turn the Abkalu into a forward and maybe attack with the Abkalu.
Yeah, gonna take it.
Take the damage.
What's that Roche going?
That is a Roche going.
See, I'm almost inclined to agree that this might be over there, guys, but I think Sam Frost is just being a bit too cautious.
Wow, yeah, super cautious. He's gone into main too, so...
and the more time you give Sam Griffiths, the worse it will get for you. We all know how out of nowhere his plays can be sometimes.
Yeah, we are at 4 monsters, so I'd be inclined to grab the blue worm here.
Oh, we're going with the Aqua Terrasu there, though. Yeah, I just feel like you're giving Sam Griffiths too much breathing room here. This could have been over a couple turns ago if we just applied some pressure.
Yeah, I think, Sam just pointing to his Tross, forgetting, I should have attacked with the Tross, could have bounced the Gilgamesh. And then if Sam Griffiths tries to put the Tomburies or the Blue Worm in front of it, you can just sack the Abkalu to kill it.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, though, even if the Blue Worm jumped in its way, you'd probably just allow it to happen, right?
Yeah, more the Tomburies, I guess, would be the...
Yeah.
Yeah, and to be fair, I you can certainly forgive Sam Frost being cautious here because we do know that Sam Griffiths is running 90p Odin. Walk into that Odin, killing a Witch of the Fens, it could be a big turning point in the game. So, Jono, quite right in chat there.
I don't see it though, to be honest. Based on the numbers we've got on board, we could have easily lose the Witch of the Fens here and still be sitting pretty, to be honest.
No, I definitely do prefer Sam Frost's position right about now, but yeah, don't count Sam Griffiths out here.
It seems like a mountain, though, doesn't it, for Sam Griffiths to make a comeback from? Really big uphill climb.
So we're going to Chaos. So here comes Chaos.
Okay.
I imagine we just sack the Leo.
Yeah, probably, but I think we're probably going to try and get that 5th point of damage here.
Yeah. So,
I mean, get physical. You'd be surprised if we shot off 3 Chaos S's if we have the cards in deck. I doubt it. I doubt we've got 30 left in deck. But
What Sam could do here is he could Sahagin Chief in response to the chaos, bounce the Gilgamesh and something like. I don't know, what do you bounce? I'm just trying to think if you then bounce something that you. Actually, you don't mind discarding 2 here. You're putting Lev 9 in break zone.
Yes, Alfie, this is still first round here. Hour and 15 in total with deck checking. Or, this checking. It's just the second game of round 1 in a best of 3.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So we aren't going to win with the Chaos S's here.
Yeah, just being super cautious. I wonder how close we're getting in our break zone. I was too busy counting Sam Griffiths' deck. I wasn't able to count the number of counts. One of the players is just saying what's going to happen. I'm just going to go check the round timer and see where we're at.
I can't really see this being one that goes on too long. But again, Sahagin Chief here just sneakily sat at the back, ready and waiting.
Alrighty, and we are at 13 minutes left on the round, and both the other 2 games are still going, so only one outcome so far.
Yeah. Now, Sam Griffiths just discarded an 11 cost Chaos here to make Tomberry forward. Sam Frost chucking that realm in front.
Okay.
Again. I genuinely think Sam Frost is being too cautious here.
Well, I think he's doing that because I think he's trying to build back up to 12 and break zone.
Perhaps. Is that just overkill at this point, though? I mean, you've got Witch of the Fens, you've got Sahagin Chief, and you've got a Tross Trigger. You've won this game. Again, I do genuinely think this one should have been over last turn.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we saw quite a lot of cards left in deck for Sam Frost here. I agree. I favour Sam Frost's position for sure. I don't think it would. When the lights are on and you're in the ring, it's a very different story. Okay.
Oh, absolutely. Especially, the added pressure of being on stream as well. Everyone judging you, especially myself, judging from on high, even though I can't play the game. But
so we're going to do a siren effect.
It's an Ash, though. It fails.
It fails, so this gets dull, and Sam draws a card. Just get the lightning up. I think he has to draw.
Yeah, I believe it is a part of the doll. Sure. So, yeah, thank you for that. Get physical. Just let Sam know. He probably doesn't want that card out of deck because of how slim it's looking, but I don't know what you're on about, Sammy Nash. I've always been lovely to you. I thought you were for me too.
So yeah, it looks like Sam Frost just electing to block with the siren. So yeah, this siren doesn't take damage. It takes 2k less because he's a damage 3. Okay.
There goes 10. We do hit. We can't mill anymore though. Is that not game over?
No, it's not, because you only lose if you try and draw or take damage.
Right. Okay.
So failing to mill doesn't actually cause you to lose the game. The thing is, you just Sahagin Chief, bounce 2 things, bounce the Raijin and Fujin, and then you shoot off with Witch of the Fens, kill the Gilgamesh.
And then, like an absolute baller, pass turn.
Yeah. So yeah, this is going to be it here. So yeah, if Sam Frost needs to remember he has that Sahagin Chief and he's picking it up now.
Yeah, this one I think is over. Yeah, finally hitting.
And the one that gives haste.
Yeah, finally hitting the Gilgamesh there.
And then Sam will draw off the Choss. Yeah.
Now finish him.
And that's it.
Yep.
That's game. And just like that, Sam Frost takes it.
Wow, taking that 2-0 there. Really well played.
Knocks out our undefeated player from yesterday, Sam Griffiths. So yeah, Sam Frost proving to be the master of the Chaos match. He's now beaten it 3 times on stream. So wow, what an absolute doozy.
Yeah, exactly that. Well, guys, we will be right back here, and we will get Sam over to have a quick interview. So catch you in a second.
And here we go with
Thank you, mate. Thank you. That was fun.
Getting to the top 4.
Really good, really good. So I knew I was against Chaos going in. So the boys in the Airbnb, we Andy, Steve D, James, Phil, and other James. I just drilled like a load of Chaos games. I won 5 Chaos games in a row in the Airbnb. So
obviously a matchup you must. I mean, we've now seen you beat it 3 times in a row on stream.
Yeah.
So, you know, the practice has paid off.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you saw the rankings then, when you knew you were coming up against Chaos?
Yeah.
Did you feel pretty good? Did you like the matchup?
Initially I was like, the guy who topped the room is who I'm against. So my initial reaction was like, that could be hard. But like talking to Steve and all different people, and I have historically I've been pretty decent against Chaos, and yeah, just these past 2 days have definitely refined the matchup too. Like getting forward Lena off Sarah right at the beginning of the game is just so inevitable.
I think my favourite play that you did was when you played around for breaks on the play.
Yeah.
So good. Everyone just assumes that Leviathan is the only card you could do that with.
Yeah.
You always want to.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was really nice.
Not a bad second pick by any means. Like you Gilgamesh away I think he probably wishes he Gilgameshed Realm and Lev at that point. I'm not sure if I had 2 Realm in there.
Initially he did pick the Realm and then did change the creature.
Yeah.
Maybe worried that you have no summon recursion.
One Echidna. I don't know where it was at the time. I don't know if it was, out of the game, but it's very doesn't come up a lot.
2 big moments I want to talk to you about.
Yeah.
First off, game 1.
Yeah.
Which defends. You're at 2 copies, I believe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You see 1 go to damage.
Yeah.
You've got your only copy left on board.
Yeah.
And it was targeted by the cloud. Now you had the Aqua Terrasu in hand.
Yeah.
But obviously then you know what, it would have pitched your whole hand to do it. You're like, actually, you know what, maybe I'm just going to commit to not doing which events.
Yeah.
Talk us through the decision behind that.
So I do remember making the decision. I just really favour hand size.
Sure.
And I only had, was it a Blue Roam and a Sahagin Chief?
Yeah, I think so.
So I've got
particularly big.
I've got one removal piece that I would use with Witch of the Fens. Yeah. So her power, I've used most of her power already.
Yeah.
So let her go, and I don't. Did I Lunafreya any of those games?
No, you didn't.
Lunafreya is insane against Chaos, but my hands. I did draw pretty nicely. Yeah. My hand was just so good that I just never wanted to. I think
that leads on quite nicely to the second, big point. Because again, Lunafreya is great because you basically dig for 6 CP.
Yeah.
Against the Chaos.
Yeah.
Game 2. 2 copies of Lev 6 have gone in the zone.
And then
how good did it feel?
I don't know if you saw me arm pumping, but I was really happy.
You could just see a bit of a deflated.
Yeah, poor guy. Yeah, maybe that last game could have gone a bit more interesting if I didn't get a little bit of high roll there, but. You play the matchup. The water is massively favoured, so
yeah, definitely. And at the end of the day, you've got to play the deck in front of you and the deck with your opponent in.
Yeah.
Don't worry about any external factors, and you did that really well. You kept your head. There were probably times where you could have been a bit more aggressive, but I think you kept your cool. You don't want to run into anything unexpected.
Yeah.
As we said, the lights are on. You're in the ring.
Yeah.
It's so hard to make optimum decisions.
Yeah.
But I think you did so well in just keeping your head.
Yeah.
You made all the right decisions.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Really,
I appreciate it.
I'm super proud of you, having previously been a member of your locals.
Yeah. yeah.
Awesome to see you up here. So.
I feel like I've done my competitive arc this year. I've been playing the game for years. I've been a bit of a slow and weird player doing stupid things, but like, you know, fun stupid things, like really fun. But like, I'm nice that I've like hit that zone now. I feel like I'm a decent player now.
I did think of you this morning because I watched the stream back from Worlds and I watched the files, and Hara, our new world champion, was on fire, water, monsters.
Yeah, how the hell did he do that?
I know.
Congrats. That makes me happy.
This is a Sam Frost deck if I ever saw it.
yeah, boy.
So we actually know your opponent. So you're going through to top 4.
Nice, is it?
You are playing against Knights. So Gareth absolutely stormed through his best of 3 in a solid 20 minutes.
Yeah.
A very aggressive Knights list. How are you feeling
Such
about
is
that
Knights.
matchup?
So Gareth was his only loss yesterday was against me.
Oh, really? Okay, right, so put you in a good stead. You've got a bit of a flavour for the matchup already.
Yeah. Shout out to Alfie in locals. He's our Knights player. So I've got about.
Just against that as well.
I've probably got like 50 games against Knights under my belt. But like, I'll say all this, you know, he can easily lose on these. There's a coin flip nature with these kind of games. You know?
Yeah, it's a card game, and decks can draw badly, players can draw well. That's why we keep coming back.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, we'll let you get a bit of a break. And you never know, maybe we'll see you back for the final.
Yeah, I hope so.
To find out, guys. We'll be right back. Keep you guys updated on scores. Alrighty guys, we are back, giving you a little bit of an update. So we have our final 4 ready to go. So the final game just wrapping up. So sad news for Cactuars. Paul McAvoy going down in his best of 3, 2-1 to Sam Beasley.
Yeah, exactly that. And also sharp loss for Steve Dolman there as well, also losing 2-1 against James McNulty.
Yeah, on that Warriors list. So that one going to time as well. So really nitty-gritty finish. But finally at the end of it, Yuzuki putting in work, stopping an LB ace from clearing up the game for Steve. So unfortunate for our home hero Paul and also our local brethren Steve Dolman, but that does mean that there's still 2 local people in it. So 2 of the Bridge End lads going to be going through to the top 4, as well as Sam Frost, who we saw on stream, and James McNulty.
Yeah, I do believe it's going to end up being a water mirror match this round, right?
No. So it's going to be, so the rounds are, so our non-stream game is, we're going to see Sam Frost on Mono Water coming up against Knights. So that is Gareth London on the Knights list. And then on the other side of the bracket, which will be our stream game, we will see James McNulty repping his Warriors list, a deck we saw on stream yesterday. And he's going to be going toe-to-toe with Sam Beasley on Mono Water. So more Mono Water on stream.
Sorry, guys.
You can't get away from it. It's just everywhere. The deck is so strong. But let's see if the Warriors list can do anything to stop it in its tracks, or will Water continue its march on?
Yeah, exactly that. Well, guys, we're going to take a short break, though. We shall be back, well, pretty shortly, actually, but just bear with us.
Don't go anywhere.